Hello, my beautiful duckling. Today, I want to talk to you about how to fantasize properly in order to get your specific person. Everybody searches this topic. How do I fantasize to get my specific person? You absolutely positively can do this. I'm not going to give you the typical disclaimer. This is technically manipulation 100%. When you do this, don't use it on me or I will take the video down. 2, have fun with it. 3, do it properly because you are going to turn this person into an obsessive stalker. I guarantee you, if you don't do it properly, that obsessive stalker, you're going to be filing a restraining order against. This is Susie, your beautiful swan queen. Y'all want this video, so welcome to the garden and let's jump right in. You are fantasizing, you think you're imagining, or you're imagining, and you want to know how to use that imagination with sex to get your specific person. Well, let's go to Betty White. Love Betty White, and her character Rose on the Golden Girls shocked Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia when she said she had sex every day when she was married. I gotta keep it PG. Sorry, I do. But I'm gonna tell you, I charge $200 an hour. If you want the non-PG version and me to give you more graphic details on exactly what it is, my email's below. Hit me up for coaching. Couple of things you need to know. Out of 100 people, I'd probably share this with 0. Out of 1,005, I've shared it with 2 clients. That's not something I teach because it is manipulation and it works. Everything I teach works. You can absolutely, positively get anything you want. You can change anybody you want, but it is all mental diet. It is 100% mental diet. Fantasizing and imagining in this case are the exact same thing. You have to feel it real and you have to do it in a specific way in order to get the effects that you want. It's not about you when you're fantasizing. It is 100% about them and what you are doing to them. And that part I will get to at the end, so you're going to have to watch the whole video. I have notes. Sex does not guarantee a relationship. Men don't need a connection to have sex. They can do it with any female, any guy, if they're gay. You guys can do it. No offense. They don't need a connection. Women, we don't have to have the connection. We think we have to have the connection, but we prefer the connection, is what I'm going to say. Again, this makes them an obsessive stalker. So, when you are fantasizing, you guys are making it all about you. And Law of Attraction teaches it's 100% about me. Neville, it's about me. But when we are using sex to get the person we want, it can't be about me. It can't be about you. It has to be about the person that I want to be in a relationship with. There was a TV show called Fantasy Island, and Ricardo Montalban was the host. And he would bring people to the island so they could live out their fantasies. And love is not a fantasy, but it was one of the fantasies that people wanted at that time to find love. Well, sex and love are 2 different things. Sex is sex. It's pure adult fun. It should be adult fun. But because sex is sex, we have porn, we have romance novels, and the difference between them, porn is geared towards men, romance novels are geared towards women. Women want to be made love to. We want the kissing, the hugging, the touching, the cuddling. Guys, the reason they're called the 2-minute men, literally they can get it wet, get off, and be done. They don't truly fall asleep after they have it, but sometimes they do it so they can fall asleep. Sex relieves tension. Sex relieves stress. Sex relieves headache. So if she says, I have a headache, tell her, sex relieves tension. Tension relieves headaches. So let's have sex. Yeah, my earbuds are just being annoying today. Guys fantasize about this. The look. They close their eyes. What are they thinking? I mean, girls, we do it. We look up at them and we're like, what are you thinking? I ask. That's how I know. Because I ask. Not always during it, but I'll ask, what were you thinking during that moment? And they'll tell me. Guys want to know what we're thinking when we close our eyes. Sometimes it's about other people. Sometimes it's about video games. Sometimes it's about the grocery list. Sometimes it's about what needs to be done in the house. We could be mentally checking off the honey-do list. Did he do this? Did he do that? Honestly, quickies are not something I like. Those are 15 minutes or less. I think they should be longer. Morning sex is the best because it puts women in a good mood. Everyday sex, we're not a biatch. We are nice. We're happy. We're wonderful. We're in a fantastic mood. The mental diet that you guys need, though, when you are doing this is, one, it works. I am mentally stimulating them, so it works. It works. It turns them on. It makes them want me. It makes them obsessively want me. And number two, this doesn't guarantee a relationship. If that thought comes into your head, that's what you're going to get. You have to do the work, the grunt work, if you want this to work in a relationship. Because, again, sex doesn't guarantee a relationship. When you are mentally using sex to get them, you have come from a place of you're frustrated, you're at your wit's end, you don't know what to do. So your mental diet needs to be, this is turning them on, this is making them want me, this is going to make them reach out to me, this is working, it's always working. This is creating my desired end. And my desired end is a relationship. So if you are going to do this, you have to be 100% mental that this is going to give me a relationship, because you will turn them into a stalker. Can't stress that enough. Stalker, obsessed, if that's what you want, okay. Personally, I use this, but only when I'm in a relationship with somebody, because I'm told I'm not allowed to manifest things, because they know I can manifest anything I want. So when I do this, it's coming from a place of, I want sex. You guys aren't going to use it for that. Go ahead. I don't care. When you fantasize, women, we are thinking about, they are making love to us. They are cuddling, touching, kissing, doing all those wonderful things in the romance novels. Guys don't read romance novels. They really don't. They have no interest in them. They don't care. They brag that they can go all night long. Most of them, they just want a quickie, because all they care about truly is getting off. If they last long, it's because they are wanting to please you. And that is truly the God's honest truth. If a guy goes an hour and a half, it's because he wants to please you, not him. Because in order for him to do that, he's thinking about mowing the yard, he's thinking about the video game, he's thinking about something that needs to be done, he's thinking about anything other than actually what he's physically doing, because that's how they last. this is going to blow, that fantasy land of sex out of your head, because if a guy lasts an hour and a half, he's not thinking about the actual act the whole time. He's doing it because he needs to last. We are not always thinking about the person we're with. If we are married in a relationship and we are head over heels in love with somebody else, we may be thinking about that guy. Sorry, but it's the truth. Not going to sugarcoat it. So you want to use this to get their attention. You are going to think about what pleases the other person. So I'm a girl, and I'm thinking about what pleases the other person. The other person, they like this kind of wet, sloppy look, red lipsticks. That's what they're fantasizing about. They're not fantasizing about making love. We are performing some sort of oral sex on them. We are doggy style. We are doing something that is turning them on. Have you ever been in a position where you're doing oral sex and your butt's up in the air and you move and they're like, I didn't give you permission to move? That's what they're fantasizing about. They're fantasizing about you pleasing them and them getting off. And where they're getting off. Not pleasing you. They are strictly looking at you going, yes, I'm scoring. Touchdown. The whole 9 yards. Think about it. Because that's really all they want. They can be done in 5 minutes. Women can't. They say it takes us 20 minutes. My phone just acted up. Sorry about that, guys. Women, we take a while. That's what they say. That's only because that's our mental diet. So you want to get them off. You've got to think about what pleases them. And what pleases them, some people say, oh, I can't get off. I got off 3 times. I get off way more than that because it's my mental diet. Your mental diet when it comes to sex is 100% what you're going to get. Guys who tell me, oh, I don't get it maybe once or twice a year. It's my birthday, I get to polish it. That's the stories you're telling, and that's why you're only getting it once or twice a year. These stories you tell about sex, if you're bragging you can go all night long, you're going to last. If you are bragging that you last more than 2 minutes, that's why you only last 2 minutes. If you are bragging that you are able to do it every day, prove it. When you are fantasizing about your guy, you want to get them off. When the guys are fantasizing about us, they have to make sure that they're kissing us, they're touching us, they're caressing us, that they are doing things that we want, need, and feel, because that's our connection to them. The guys, they're easy. Just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and they can be done. You can do this once a day, you can do it twice a day, you can do it 3 times a day. I don't care how many times a day you do this. But when you are fantasizing, it's not feeling it real. You have to feel it real. You have to feel like you're actually doing it to them. Because if you don't feel like you're doing it to them, and if I'm fantasizing about my guy, I'm not getting off, I'm not getting turned on. But they are. And that is the attitude you have to have, ladies. They are getting off. I'm not even the slightest bit turned on. It sounds graphic and gross, but it's 100% true. And I know this works because this is the only thing I'm allowed to do when I'm in a relationship. If I want sex, I can use these tricks. So If I am feeling it real, I am imagining what I'm doing to them, and they are getting off. It works within hours because I can do this right now, and I will guarantee you he'd be blowing up my phone shortly to make sure he gets it tonight. I do this when I want it, when I'm stressed out, when I have a migraine and I need it relieved. So I know personally that this works. I've only taught two of my clients this because it is manipulation and it can be used for manipulation and you're going to use it for manipulation. I do. I know I do because I just told you I do. But the thing is, if you want it to create a relationship, you have to build the mental diet for the relationship. I am using this to get contact. I'm using this to get them to come to me. I'm using this to break the ice. I am using sex as a way of getting them to really feel about me and have that urge to contact me, to reach out to me, to want to bang on my door to get my attention. Obsessed is the word that I would use here. You want to make them obsessed with having to be with you. But that, again, isn't giving you a relationship. That's only giving you gratification. Because sex is gratification. Making love is a relationship. And when you make love, you have to do the grunt work of the relationship. You have to be in the mindset, the attitude that they love you, they want a relationship with you, and you are just doing this for fun. This is getting their attention. It's getting you to be intimate. It's getting you to be closer to each other. It's creating a connection. Because satisfying them, they can do that with anybody. And that is the problem with using sex. Anybody can satisfy anybody if they set their mind to it. But to use it for your relationship, you literally have to be the I'm the one who satisfies them. I'm the one who keeps them happy in bed. I'm the one that they are faithful to. I'm the one that they are fantasizing about, dreaming about. I'm the one that they want to do. And you know I hate the word one only because it implies that there's others. But I don't know what other word to use in this case. So you're using sex, you have to feel it real, and you have to do the mental diet that it is a relationship. It's not just, I went to the bar, picked him up, did a tumble, and went off. Because this will create that tumble and off. This is where you get the friends with benefits. If you are fantasizing, though, and you are a woman and you're fantasizing your dude is making love to you, that's turning him off. It literally is turning him off. You have to please him. If you are a guy and you are fantasizing about your woman and you are getting off, you're not turning them on, you're turning them off. You literally have to be kissy, snuggly, touchy, feely, all over them, handsy. Remember, ladies, guys watch porn for a reason. What do those women do in porn? They talk. They say things. They make noise. And they want to hear that. They need that. That's why they watch porn. Guys, if you're not sure how to please a woman, go pick up a Harlequin romance. There's a reason that those books sell to a lot of women. And if your girlfriend or your wife has those books laying around, read it. Because I guarantee you that's what they want. And I can't be graphic on a YouTube channel because of a child watching this would be bad. The thing is, sex is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be outrageous. It's not meant for manipulation, but we wouldn't have prostitutes if it wasn't just gratification. Sex without love is gratification. Making love is completely different, and you have to have that mental diet of making love with your person if you want a relationship, but that doesn't get them to have sex. That doesn't get them to break the contact, no contact. That doesn't get their attention. So I'm having a really hard time because I have to be clean with this video, but I'm hoping that it makes sense to you, because simply pleasing them is what you need to do. To turn it into a relationship, you have to do the other things. You have to ask, why are they happy in this relationship? Why do I have an amazing relationship? Why do we have the perfect relationship? This is why I get told the number one thing is sex, because I know how to use sex to my advantage. And to my advantage means that I can always turn them on and drive them insane. I do not use this on somebody I'm not in a relationship with. I don't use this to get a relationship, because that's my moral standards. I don't care what yours are. You're the one who has to live with them. If I did, I wouldn't be sharing this video, because I've always said that this is not something that should be taught, because it is pure manipulation. I can't say it enough. Use it to the best way you want to use it, but if you are using it, you have to make this 100% about what they want. Women, that may not be something you like to do, but you're going to have to do it in Fantasyland. Otherwise, they're not going to be turned on by you. They're going to be repulsed. Guys, you got to make it about them in a romantic way. I mean, I look at the picture of the bubble bath with the flowers and the rose petals on the floor and the candles, and honestly, I think, who's going to clean it up? If that's what you are fantasizing for me, make sure you say, babe, I'm going to clean it up. I did this all for you, and I'm going to clean it up, because that means I don't have to clean up that mess. And that's going to get me more romantic and interested in you than if I am simply just laying in bed. Think about different positions. Watch the movies, because women, that's going to show you what a guy wants. I don't know very many women who truly get turned on by those videos, because they're not about us. And I know guys, majority of the guys want it every day. I have had the mispleasure of meeting and dating or being in a relationship with two guys that did not want it every day. I don't understand why not. Don't. Because most people, we do want it a lot. And a lot more than we say. 3 times a week is great. Every day, like Rose says, is even better, because there's no stress. There's no arguing. There's no bickering or fighting in a relationship. The more intimate you are, the better your relationship is, because it clears out all that crap. There's no stress in your body, and you're just energetically running. The secret to success is to have a great relationship, and intimacy can make a relationship great if that's your mental diet. But if you are thinking, oh, I got to spread my legs tonight, or I get to polish it, you guys are using it all wrong, and that's why it's not fun. Make it life and adventure you want to live. Relationships are about us. Sex is about them. When you are in a relationship, give and take, like I said, 8 out of 10 times I prefer to be made love to. But 50-50, sex and making love is great. If you're doing it every day, try different things. If you are using this to get them, it's 100% about pleasing them in your fantasy land, because that is feeling it real for them. That is what you're sending out. If you're fantasizing about me and you're making it 100% about yourself, it's not going to work. It's going to turn me off. If you are fantasizing about me and it's 100% pleasing me, you're going to turn me on and you're going to get my attention. Which is why I said, if you guys use it on me, I'm taking the video down. Again, I charge $200 an hour. My email is down below. Hit me up if you want the adult version of this, because I'm trying to be PG. Rose would not approve of this video, but she would tell you it would work. You guys have a wonderful day. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos so YouTube gets them out there even more. And as always, tell me why what I'm sharing is working for you.